Hey everyone, it's me and Kaylee out here today looking at a new site. I went to where I knew the house site was, and it's a bunch of trash. So I don't know how long we're gonna stay here, but I did pop a button maybe. Oh, I dropped it. Lovely. You all probably saw where it went, but I didn't. There it is. That's pretty cool. Flat button. Smush shank. Well, I'll let you know what we find next. So I popped out this D buckle, not too old. And then Kaylee popped out this piece of lead. Looks like it's either a cut bullet or it's a little pistol bullet. That's cool. Something different. My buckle was like a foot down on the ground. I couldn't believe I got the signal, but I did. So Kaylee popped out this little jewelry box piece, or a little drawer pull. And then I pulled out this little rosette horse tack piece that's broken in two. I found one like this before. It would have gone up and symmetrical on this side. It's pretty cool. Not too old, probably late 1800s, early 1900s. So Kaylee just popped, well, she actually found this on the surface, this little thing, not sure what it is. I found something very similar. It was broken. It was like this much of one, and I saw the edge. It looked very similar to this. Not too sure what it is. If it's old, I don't know. Could be some horse tack related. Take this, and then I just popped out. Looks to be a 3-ringer right there. And it's a carved one. It's pretty interesting. Carved into a sinker. Dang, I hit it. Lovely. I would assume I did that. Look on this side. Yeah, that's awesome. 3-ringer. Didn't you find a 3-ringer in the field across from us last year? I think you did. I think Kaylee found a 3-ringer in the field.
Yeah, I found one, but I don't know
directly across from us.
I don't know if it was over there.
I think it was.
Maybe.
And
In the back.
so that's cool. Maybe there's a camp over here that I don't know about. That'd be pretty awesome. So this had a 76 double tapping signal, and I popped it out, and that's what I saw. It was right beside a piece of ceramic. But it might be a coin, or it might be a little cent. Oh, that's like, it might be a coin or it might be a button. I don't know why I said cent. Oh, it's a button. Look at that shank on the back. Pretty one. She's slicky. No details on the front. Kaylee's digging a signal right over there. What number was it?
76.
70? Hey, that's what my signal was. Find it so we can find buttons together. What is it? What? What is it? A bullet. Sorry. So I had another 76 signal here. And I see it down the bottom of the hole right there. Figured I'd get it out with y'all. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, it's junk. Lead. Interesting. Well, that could support my thought of there being a camp here. Chunks of lead. So Kaylee just popped out a 2-piece button.
Maybe, we don't know yet. It almost looks like it says Perrin.
I don't know. Maybe.
You see it? The letters?
Yes, P-E-R-O-N, maybe. Oh no, I see it. Yeah, it's a jeans button. I don't know how old that would be. I mean, it's probably maybe 100 years old.
That's embarrassing.
Oh well. So I just popped out maybe another button. If it is, it looks really cool. Wow, the detail on that's crazy. I think it's a button. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a two-piece. The back's gone, it looks like. No? Might be smushed in. Dang, that's cool. I'm gonna clean up real quick with the toothbrush and I'll show it to y'all. It looks like it's gonna be a decorative button. Probably civilian. You see these little flowers on each end right there. That's really cool. Really detailed. I don't want to mess with the back too much. Looks like it's been smashed. That's awesome though. Popped out a solid 80 signal from like 5 or 6 inches down. Looks like it's gonna be a coin of some sort. Probably a wheat penny. Yep. 1 cent. I wonder what year it is. 1952. Nice. Hey everyone. New hunt. It is extremely windy today, so sorry if you could get some of the wind in the background. My first signal of the day, actually second signal, first good target of the day is a thimble. Really faint squeak. It was about 7 or 8 inches down. Awesome. Always love a thimble. Let's see what else we can find. Looks like I just popped out a piece of a shoe buckle frame. Wow, decorative. For sure. Early stuff right there. I think it actually might be a similar piece to the piece I found here last time. I think that was last video. Wow, that's really pretty. Awesome. Not sure how much longer I'm going to stay. This wind is miserable. It's not cold, but I can't hear the signals on my headphones because it's blowing so hard. So, I'll see how much longer I can take it. Had a 50 signal. I see it right here. I would assume it's going to be a button, but I figured I'd pop it with y'all. Yep, nice little button. Still got the shank on it. A lot of the buttons I found here still have all the shank on them. It's funny because normally you find them with no shank. I'll get you in the sun. Nothing on there. Just a flat button. I was almost 100% certain that this was going to be a shotgun shell. It was double tapping, 52, 53 on the surface. I popped it. It's a button. And it's an old one, I'd say. Look at the shank on this thing. There's a big shank. It's almost like tomback material on the front. It's brassy on the front, but on the back, it's a different material. It's interesting. That's really cool. Trying to see if I get the dirt out the shank. Let's see, look, it's a drilled hole. Looks like, oh yeah, it is. You can see. That's cool. There we go, I blew it out. That's a wild button right there. I love it. Old spot. Had to drop it, of course. So let us pop this signal out. It was like a 50, it was actually 45 and I popped it out as a 50. It's some lead. It's perfect circular lead. And it might have something on it. It's probably a Bale seal. Oh yeah, look at all that writing. Sorry, let me center it. A bunch of writing on it. Sorry for the wind. I don't know. Let me clean it up and try and figure out what it says. That's cool though. So I cleaned it up It's a Bale seal. Gosh, the wind. Can't make out what it says in the field. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it out at home either. Just by the way it's all squished together. Maybe. On the back there's like an A. Some letters, hard to tell. The front's just a bunch of letters. Looks like hill at the top. Hard to say. That's awesome though. It's definitely the best condition one I've ever found. Usually they're all bent over or destroyed. Hey y'all, new day. I'm at the cob field. I'm in the woods beside the cob field. And I haven't found too much. I saw this, but not too old, probably 1800's. And then I saw this bottle, which is awesome. It's whole. Looks to be probably mid 1800's, late 1800's, medicine maybe. Awesome. You can see the seam stops right there. So that, when the seam goes all the way up, that's into the 1900's. When the seam stops at the neck, that's like mid 18 to late 1800's. Or earlier, so awesome. Love a bottle. So I saw this indentation on the ground, and I thought maybe it's a privy or maybe a well, old well they filled in or something. And so I started to dig on it. There were some oyster shells on top of the ground. I think I messed with it last year. I never really came up with anything. But I did, there was this laying by the oyster shells I guess I dug out and never saw. It's another bottle, probably late 1800's. And then I just popped this out of there. I don't know what this is. It is so weird looking. If any of y'all know, let me know. But I'm not too sure. It's definitely something. Iron. Looks pretty interesting. Hopefully maybe some bottles down this hole. I'll let you know. So I moved out of the woods. And we didn't do much with the pit. I thought that was a pit. I came to the field. Been working on, if I could tell you all how many freaking pieces of buckshot I've dug, it'd be insane. But I got a 50 signal here, and I'll go ahead and pop it. I haven't looked at it yet. Maybe a button. Oh, it's gonna be a tack. Oh, come on. I think it's one of them stupid tacks. Probably like a leather tack or something. It's old, but not a button. Oh well. I guess better than a piece of buckshot. So I guess the gods heard me speak about trying to find a button. Here's a little one. Shanks broke off. But tiny, tiny button. Awesome. Early 1700s probably. Sweet. So let's pop out this. Let me grab it. Not too sure what it is yet. Oh, is it a bell? Yeah, it looks like it might be like a crotobell piece. More modern, none that, colonial. Of course I had to hit it right there. So screaming 87, but it was with some iron, so I couldn't really pinpoint it right. That's awesome. Love it. This little, I call them keyholes. Someone, I think, corrected me one time in the comments. If y'all are watching this and you know what they were, refresh my memory. But you can see it has a little B6 on it right there. B on the left side, 6 on the right side. That's pretty cool. Not too, I mean, it's a decent amount of trash back here, but some signals. Hopefully we can get on some coins. Had a loud, flappy 53 signal, and I think it's a thimble smashed, maybe. Let's see. Yep, that's what it is. Smushed brass thimble. Cool. I was really thinking shotgun shell. It sounded just like a shotgun shell. Sweet. So I got a pretty good signal here. Probably get through my headphones. It's going between 79 and 80 steady. So I'm gonna try and live dig it. See how this goes. I don't have Kaylee here today. I'll try to get her to help me. But we'll see. Hopefully it's a coin. That'd be awesome. I'd take a cool relic too, buckle or something. Still in the hole. Reading a dead 80. Here we go. Let's get the pin pointer out. Check it out. It's right down the side. Let me grab my lash and try and pop it out. Oh no, I see something. Doesn't look too promising. Oh, that is a oyster tongue piece. That sucks. Oh well. On to the next one. There was where we just dug that oyster tongue piece. I had a 60 signal right here. And this gives me a button. Dang. I wonder if that's a silver button. It's really heavy. It's probably just pewter. Found something like this before. I'll for sure acid test that. But dang, that kind of does look silver. It's really heavy too. It's either a silver or pewter. Dang, that's really cool. That's awesome. Sweet. Silver button, maybe. Pewter. We'll find out. Got a 65 signal, and I see it right there. Maybe a button. Interesting. It has a pin through the middle, it looks like. There's writing on this side. It's hard to tell. That's interesting. I'm gonna get it cleaned up and I'll show y'all on the wrap up. So I just popped a button out and it looks pretty old. Probably a tomback just by looking at the back of it. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Love finding them old buttons. It's cracked. Tomback material is really fragile. Breaks really easy. As you can see, it's got a couple chips. But awesome. Love it. So I dug a rivet right there. Same exact signal right here. And it wasn't a rivet. It looks like it might be a ring. Non-precious. I don't know, it could be a ring. I mean, it could be a lot of different things. But it's definitely possible. It could be the right size for a ring. You know, a lot of older people either bought, not older people, but like back in time, they would they'd buy brass rings and have them coated, not coated, the silver or gold plated. There we go. And it wears off over time and just leaves this brass ring. And it obviously got smushed. Could be that, or it could just be a washer. Not a washer, but a whatever, a seal for something. But yeah, I've never found a like a precious metal ring. I found a lot. If y'all have seen in the past, I found a lot of plated and just regular brass rings. I'll take that all day though. That's awesome. I had a Screaming 86 signal and I popped it out. And I think it's a maybe, I would assume, maybe like a cigarette holder. If y'all know, let me know for sure. It's definitely crushed a lot. But the bottom would have been closed, it looks like. The top would have been open. It had a hinge right there. Oh, sorry. Had a hinge right there. So look at the design on it though. And on this side it has of course it's smashed right where the person is. There's a person right here. You see its ear right there looking directly at you. There's a bunch of design all around it. It's definitely a first for me. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Alright, so here's the board. We did pretty good, I'd say. Got some awesome finds. I'll start at the top left. So right here, I'm pretty certain this is a cigarette holder. Would have been. It's hard to find anything about it on the internet, but fancy design. The bottom was crimped shut. There was a hinge on the top, and it had like a lid, so that's probably what that was. Pretty cool. 2 thimbles. This one's complete. It's awesome. You don't find too many that aren't squished. And this one right here is huge compared to that one. A little knob. Maybe a piece of crotal bell. Not very old, just a little bell probably. A little sleigh bell. A little debuckle. Little lock piece. Little rosette for a horse. Some shoe buckle frame. This one's really pretty. And I thought this was a piece of broken coin, but I'm not too sure. There's no details on it at all. Got some tacks. And down here, I think this is a button. It's not like the other ones. It's like a jean button maybe. It has some writing on it. You couldn't really make out what it said. Bunch of flat buttons, a decorative button. Some tomback buttons. You can see now what shank's broken off. And then this one has a drill shank, which is so cool. You can see the mold seam on there too. The Weedy, 1952. And then I never got to test this button, see if it's silver or not. I'm pretty sure it's pewter. Not pewter, but like tomback material. I'll definitely test it when I get the chance though. For sure. And then I'll let y'all know in that video. So, excited to see what that is. And then up here, had possible ring. There's no writing on the inside. So, who knows? Could be, could not be. And then up top, we have the Civil War bullet turned into a sinker. The musket ball shot, and then the Bale seal. Which this is a really, well, it could be like a poker chip or something, but I'm pretty certain it's a Bale seal. Really cool. I can't make out what's on the front, unfortunately. The back's, all you can see is an A. So, that's about it. I'd say we did pretty good. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure if you liked it, give me a subscribe, help the channel out. That'll be awesome. But I hope y'all enjoyed, and happy hunting.